Alright guys, Gemini back with another video, and today I was going to be talking, oops, I'm like tripping on myself. I was going to be talking a little bit about the history of the Hardcore Championship DVD. Had a chance to watch this on Sunday. Now I know that not that many people are really into collecting DVDs these days, and that's one thing that makes it really tough to run my channel around pro wrestling DVDs is people just are not into it really at all anymore. I'm still into it. It's still fun. I haven't done it as much lately with moving and everything, but still I had a chance to pop this in on Sunday, and it was a really good DVD. Gosh, the memories just came flooding back. You know, they started with Mick Foley, and he's sitting there with Raven and Rob Van Dam. They're all at the table, and they're all reliving their memories. And then it gets right into where Vince McMahon gave Mankind the hardcore belt. And they showed all the 98 stuff during the Attitude Era, which was, for me, it was the best time in wrestling, the funnest time in wrestling. And it was pretty cool to see Raven back too, you know, and it was cool when he came in the room with Foley and Rob Van Dam because he was pushing a shopping cart. And, you know, that reminded me of seeing him at No Way Out 2001 live. You know, I always loved Raven in WCW. I wanted Raven to be the champion in WCW. I was a big Raven fan. I mean, there's something really cool about him that really captivated me. I was also just a huge Mick Foley fan. For me, Mick Foley always will be the one that changed the ratings war when he came off the top of the cage, you know, versus The Undertaker in Pittsburgh in June of '98. For me, once Foley came off the top of that cage, I didn't care about WCW as much. I still watched, but for me, it was I needed to see everything that Foley was doing on Monday Night Raw. I wasn't into Lex Luger and Hulk Hogan over on Nitro. That's just fact. But yeah, the Hardcore DVD, it had Crash Holly and all those cool matches, like where he goes in the ball pit with Dean Malenko and stuff. I had forgotten a lot of the cool hardcore stuff that they had done through the years. I just had forgotten. But yeah, it's a really good DVD. The Hardcore Championship was a fun title, and it was a fun time in wrestling. So not that many guys left, but if you still collect, you might want to pick this one up. It was actually really cool to get this one. So yeah, and I watched the one with Road Dogg and Al Snow, and they were fighting outside in the snow, no pun intended. And Steve Blackman and Shane McMahon at SummerSlam, and Mean Street Posse, and just a really cool DVD. I know my buddy The Wiz really wants that one. A shot of Raven with his shopping cart. I think in No Way Out he came out with like a little Frankenstein in his cart and stuff. I mean, did WWF do hardcore wrestling like ECW? No, of course not. It wasn't nearly as violent. No. It was still a great part of the show when they would do bar fights, and you know, Crash Holly would be the 24/7 champion, and the referee would come out in a disguise, and they don't do any of that stuff anymore. They don't do any hardcore wrestling anymore. I really miss that. Back in the day, watching a good hardcore match was a blast, and that's something that I miss in pro wrestling, is the good hardcore wrestling. So anyways, we'll wrap this up. I'm Gemini. You guys have a great day. Thank you for watching.